Alright, here we go. If you don't know me, I'm Sean, also known as Secretly a Sliver, also known as the person you were racing against in this race. Well, one of them. There were like four. Um, it's a pretty bad crop job on your thing, but whatever. Um, so the one thing I do want to point out though is like here, let's extend this window a little bit. So here's your layout and your thing. Your the leftmost few pixels of your emulator are chopped off a bit. It's not a huge deal. I just didn't know if you knew that or not. But it's that's that. Um, Up. Okay, awesome. So, that said, we're gonna be watching your VOD at 2x speed, and I will be showing stuff as I see it. I'm not going to get bogged down too much in the execution, because my guess is on a 3-hour, 30-minute run, yeah. Okay. So, we'll start somewhere easy. Give myself boots, give myself a sword, and we go out. So, there's two things that you can do here. The safest ones just go underneath these bushes and then dash turn up. What this is going to do is it's going to align Link on the grid, because there's this bush here and then this bush here. So what this is going to do is basically align Link to the grid so that we're on the same pixel every single time, and it's always a safe jump pixel. Because if you do this and then you jump off this way, that's a whole second to recover that. Now, the way you were trying to do is like this, and that is technically faster. I want to say like 10 frames. This game runs at 60 frames per second, so if that sixth of a second is really important to you, then do the optimal strat. But if not jumping off the side and losing a full second is important to you, then do the safety strat. And you're gonna see that a lot where I'm anticipating seeing that a lot where you go for optimal strats and fail them when you really shouldn't be. Alright, so this guy poses no danger to you right now. You just need to run away from him. He's walking upwards into the wall. You just need to dash away. Just because these enemies are on the screen doesn't mean you have to kill them, and you're gonna spend time killing that guy when you don't need to. Yeah, you're getting close to a few bushes here. Let's actually just watch that at regular speed. So yeah. So here you're trying to do cat. Hush. If it hurts, don't do it. Alright. Cat is biting his own tail and complaining about it. Alright. This room, so it looks like you tried to do this, but didn't really know how. So the first thing is you're getting too close to these bushes before you start these dashes, and by extension you're going to pick them up. So just start your dash a little further away from the bush. That will not only prevents you from picking it up, but also gives you a few extra pixels of moving at boot speed rather than walking speed, which is ideal. Now here, I'm doing something called a dash turn. So here, I'm canceling with up, so that Link faces upwards, and then I start the dash while I'm facing upwards, and then turn. So dash turning is an incredibly important skill here for this exact purpose, because sometimes you just don't want to be facing the direction that you want to dash. And this isn't like frame perfect or anything. You have 30 frames to push the correct direction. You just need to start the dash while facing upwards. Dash turning is really important in tech. You're going to use it a lot. Yeah, there's another case of you didn't need to kill that guy. So and I'm not really sure why you are. And just flop that. Okay, good. That dash is not worth it. So you dashed when you were like down here. So yes, it is 4 tiles. Approximately 1, 2, 3. It's like 3.5. So you don't want to dash anywhere unless it's 4 or more tiles. I guess you're dashing into the door, so that makes it 4. But this diagonal right here is super clean and gets you directly into the door. So like as soon as you enter the stairs, you buffer an upright, and then you just go straight upright from here, and it gets you into the door. I don't know if you remember geometry class, but diagonal paths are usually shorter than like cardinal paths. So and Link also moves faster diagonally. Moves at 2 pixels per frame diagonally versus, yeah, you move 4 pixels per frame at boot speed, but you also have to spend half a second charging it. And this doesn't require charging at all. So, just something to think about. Sometimes you don't need to dash. I'm not going to have much to say about this, because you just need overall execution practice. Yeah, so here, I'm just going to point out, like, when you do things egregiously wrong. So you actually want to go up this middle staircase here. Just, you know, just dash here and then dash up to the staircase. It's pretty easy. Going up here is fine, but you lose the boots movement going this way because you're gonna walk up here. I guess not, but you lose the boots movement going up by doing this because you're either gonna dash up here and you're gonna bonk, or you're gonna walk up here and dash. So you're losing this dash line. Yeah, again, I'm not really sure why you're charging and killing stuff. If you're afraid of getting hit, don't be, because these things only do a quarter heart of damage. Okay. I forget, have we found the map yet? Anyway. So there's only 2 non-dungeon items in Hyrule Castle. It's the map and the small key. We're always going to find the small key during some sort of the escape sequence. Okay, we did find a map. Cool. And here we go. So, great. You come out of here. You're ready to go. Now what? Now you just stand here. We'll use your frame counter. You have control of Link here at 31,822, and then you don't do anything until 32,173. That's 350. Wow. That's a lot of frames that you just spent sitting there doing nothing. Yeah, it's like, that's almost 6 seconds that you just spent doing nothing. So, I mean, sometimes you need to take a drink or something, and that's fine. Sometimes you, I don't know, drop your controller on the floor. Plenty of regular explanations for why you just stood there for 6 seconds. All I'm gonna say is try to keep those to a minimum. Like, make sure you have a tight grip on your controller. Make sure that you have, make sure that you know, how much time you have between screen transitions. Do I have time to take that drink? Do I have time to do whatever I need to do, like get up and go close a door or turn on a light or something? Yeah. Little pauses like that will happen, and it's fine. Just try to keep them to a minimum. Okay, I approve of the pickle murder. However, this didn't accomplish anything. You just came out of escape where you killed a bunch of stuff. You killed way more than 4 things. You even went out of your way to kill a few things. So you're already on tier 2. So just go up and pull the tree. If you want to kill the pickle afterwards, by all means, murder all the pickles you want. In fact, what I normally do is I normally pull the tree to get the tier 2 and then just kill the pickle to set up the tier 1. And also because fuck pickles. Okay. So this is casual boots. We start with boots and a sword. The lumberjack ledge requires 4 items in order to obtain it. It requires the boots, sword, either a cape or another sword, and a lamp. In an open mode, or in a mode where you don't start with anything, then that's 4 spheres of logic away. So I don't mind putting it off. There's better chances to check it later on in the game. However, with casual boots, in particular, you are already given 2 of the things that you need. Plus, LJL is on the way to your next check, so you might as well just get the info. And especially in Sword Assured seeds, there's a much higher prevalence that you're going to need to do AGA 1 for Dark World access. I think it's like 33% versus 25 normally. Or it's 25 versus 17 or something like that. It's like significantly higher odds that you're going to have to do AGA 1 for Dark World access. So you might as well just see what's behind it. Now that's specifically for casual boots. I would say any mode that you start with a sword, you should be suspicious of Lumberjack Ledge. Oh, you forgot Bonk Rocks, I see. Okay. Now again, you're standing here doing nothing. So there you have control of Link at 9:47. And then you finally move at 9:56. So that's almost 10 seconds that you were standing there. So we've got 15 seconds, boom, gone. Just by being more attentive. And yeah, you can kind of see how cut off your thing is, because your sprite's not fully on the screen. Yeah, going back for the thing that you forgot is fine. Probably should have grabbed the tier 1 there, because it looks like you're killing stuff trying to find bombs. Yeah, and again, like, you're going to enter here at 10:22, and then you're not going to move till 10:26. So all these little pauses are going to add up. We're already up to almost 20 seconds of you standing around doing nothing. So just being more attentive to the game will cut your time down dramatically. Yeah, like I said, another point that I made and then dropped. When you went back for Bonk Rocks, that was the right thing to do. You're going to forget stuff, and if you're still in the area, it's probably better to just go get it rather than, you know, try to put it off and end up leaving something there. Because, for instance, you could have put off Bonk Rocks until your next Sank save and quit, which would have been fine. But, you know, you're already there. You might as well just go get it. But then you had an opportunity to pull that tree and get a tier 1 tree pool to try and find the bombs that you're not going to get. Because I checked all the prize packs as well. Okay, and then there's your tier 1, that's fine. Okay, so it's cattle boots. You went all the way to Kakariko. And you have not found bombs. So what do? Well, when you come out of the forest, you can come to these bonk rocks, and you'll always get a bomb. Now, I would recommend getting a bomb, entering and exiting the fortune teller's house, farming a second bomb before proceeding to Kakariko. That will guarantee that you have the 2 bombs for Cackwell and Blind's Hut. And then once you get down to Chicken Hut, if you don't find any additional bombs, then you can just go buy them. Now, if I recall correctly, I did not do the bomb thing either, and I just went into Blind's Hut and got the Never Punish, but I do not recommend that. Yeah. So by not having bombs here, you have a real. Oh, do you not have quick swap on? Okay, well, I recommend quick swap. Quick swap is awesome. Just a fun little fact. Whenever you see that green 20 in Kaz boots, that means that's where the boots would have been had you not started with them. Yeah, so this routing of Kak is kind of awkward, but, you'll have these things. Yeah, you definitely want to dash through those bushes. Yeah, and then... And then here... You're going too far into this house. Like you're gonna spend, I don't know, a second going all the way up here, even though you can see the item from the door, and then all the way back. So I would just release your D-pad here, get the spy on the item, and then if you need it, just go get it. And then if you don't, just tap down out. You can actually bonk that wall. And sometimes you will need to because you need to save bombs or whatever. I do like the blind check. You need to be a little faster on this save and quit though. Because you could have saved and quit right here at 1520. And then you finally do at 1523. So that's another 3 seconds where you're essentially like you are actively doing things, but it's not anything important. So be a little quick on that save and quit. Because they, like I said, these handfuls of seconds are going to add up at the end. You have a mirror. I'm pretty sure you don't have a tracker set up, and I'm pretty sure mirror was in Cackwell. So, I would be mirror block deleting these. And if you don't know what that is, you just spam the mirror while you push a block, and it'll disappear. All right, so this is a popular route that a lot of runners do. So it is a meta play, but I really don't like it. The reason being, Nagina is a Sphere 0 check that can always hold your Dark World access. Now, Some people will tell you there are better times to do a Gina, i.e. when you have a flute, but you can't guarantee that you're ever going to have a flute. And if something ends up being at a Gina, you're going to end up last locating it, and then you're just giving up a few minutes to anyone who didn't last locate it. So, never isolate anything that could have your Dark World access. So what I do here is skip the dam. Leave it there, because you're much more likely to go back to that area for 3 items than for 1 item. Plus, there's an easier time to check the dam right before you do Swamp Palace. And the only things that really burn you if they're at the dam are the hammer or the pearl. And if that's the case, you're going to get forced back there pretty quickly. Not sure why you're setting up a water walk there. Just dash straight out. This is the cave that you set up the water walk in. Oh, don't ledge hop there. Do not ledge hop here. Alright. So let me show you. Look away. There's going to be some mild cheating happening. Oops. Actually, how do I do this? Almo, help. Alright. Wow. Maybe not as much cheating as I thought, but... Alright, so you go, you get your hope item. So what you do for the fake flipper here, line up on this pillar. This is 1 pixel too high. This isn't going to give you a fake flipper. So you just need to go 1 pixel down, so you can either just tap down or you can sword buffer it. And then that'll give you the fake flipper. Do not, under any circumstances, ledge hop off of this, because if you ledge hop here, not only will you fail the fake flipper, you can actually soft lock your game. Now that I'm trying to show it, it's not going to work. I forget which pixel this happens on. But you can actually jump further than the screen and land on the other side, and then you're soft locked. So don't ledge hop this, just regular hop it. So it's 1 pixel down from here. And you're out. Oh, that's the thing. Okay, well. Alright, cool. Yep, take the bow over to Eastern. Okay. It's fine to save and quit there. I wouldn't. But it's fine, because you're checking Sit Kid and you need to activate the flute. You don't need this money. Okay. Like you fell in the hole. Yeah. Yeah, so dark rooms are probably the most important thing that you can learn for this game. Because not only can you lose a lot of time in them, but this dark room in particular, you can actually soft lock your game. Because if you pick up the old man and then you save and quit, then you are stuck in that dark cave until you successfully navigate it. Yeah, I'm not even sure why you were going right in the first place. There's a crystal, just go do it. Oh no, you gotta pick that up. Might be required. I think it is required, actually. See this hair pot. Oh. Okay, I mean, you did that decently quickly. I would recommend learning bread pot, though. So, kill this guy. If he drops something, don't pick it up until it's on the ground. Okay. And then line up here against this block. Go straight down. Lay your bomb. Go into the corner here. line up on both of those, like press left and then press up until you can't go anymore. And let your spin go. Walk all the way over to the pot, slash, and then back up into the explosion. Now you're clipped 1 pixel into this pot, and then you can just hook shot, tap left, and then up. All right. This is it's decently fast. I think it's as fast as if you fail the fast strat once. So if you do the hook speed and you fail it twice, then you're going slower than if you had just bread potted. So I just highly recommend learning bread pot. Sure, hook speed looks cool and it feels great whenever you get it, but sometimes you don't get it. Oh, okay, so there is sound on here. It's just very, very quiet. Yeah, see, you're losing a good bit of time here. Yeah, you always want to. You never want crystals or pendants to hit the ground. Also, kudos for not being afraid of pendant Hera. A lot of people just see a pendant and they think pendant bad, but Hera's such a short dungeon that it largely will not matter whether you clear a pendant Hera for nothing over like a pendant swamp or a pendant pod. You can use sword beams to hit that switch. You were on the pixel and moved off of it twice. So revisit that bomb jump. I don't really do the fastest strat imaginable for that. You just dash through those mole worms. Even if you only have fighter sword, uh, they'll go away. They'll get bounced off. I would exit in flute, but save and quit's probably just fine. Once you add up the room traversal plus the so you spend a long time in that menu, but I'm gonna call that out every single time, by the way, so you might get sick of it. Alright, Hype Cave's not a bad option here. Honestly, I'm looking to go pot into Eastern here, but I don't know how comfortable you are with dark rooms, so alright, pot into Eastern it is. Uh Up to you if you wanna check the pyramid here. No, okay. Honestly, a pyramid into catfish into West Dark World is not the worst right now. What that largely will do um is it'll make Stumpy and Dig Game a little awkward. But that's pretty much it. Okay. Not sure what's happening right now. We're fluting away, okay. So what was the point of going to pod area if you're not gonna go to pod? Pod and Eastern are both completable right now. And your lamp might just be sitting in there. Alright. Yeah, keep the map up until you've marked everything. Is it slow? Yes, but it's a lot faster than mismarking something and then doing an entire dungeon that you didn't have to do. Or having to map again would be pretty bad as well. The correct number of times to dash in Sea House is 0. That's not 100% true, but yeah, that is the longest way to get to that chest. Just go up the left side. You're gonna get bunny beamed because you transitioned at the wrong spot. Yeah, I would just get more familiar with this dungeon overall, because you're taking, oh boy, you're taking some paths. All right, actually, let's do the front thieves. The Thieves Town. Go up here. Get this chest. Up here. Down here. Get this chest. You correctly did this. Jump down. Dash out of here. You'll see a lot of people go down and then into the previous room, and that's slow. Don't do that. Down here. Get this chest. Over here. Get this chest. And then you run out, and you go up here. And up here. And there's your big key. You did some very roundabout paths that was a lot more traversal than you needed to do. Yeah, those guys are annoying, but if you know the paths that they're on, they become significantly less so. Alright, so an easy strategy for that room. Easy strat for this room. Tap the boots and then go. Tap, go. Tap, go. So I see you double slashing a lot, which means that you're spamming the sword when you don't need to be. Make sure that all your button presses are controlled. It's called a controller, not a spammer. Okay. Yeah, it looks like your blind script is okay. You just spun at an unfortunate time. So in this game, when you poke something and um, there's a frame window that if you poke something and you release your sword after, that it will unleash a spin attack. And we abuse that in some places, but in blind, it's one of those things where you can really get got. All right, clean up here is fine. As we left this behind a few minutes ago, so that's good. Yeah, and that kind of works out because now we want to go to Stumpy, we want to go to 45, and then straight to Balmos Tablet after. And then that would be your time to clean up Agina. You don't need that. All right, yeah, so there you should have saved and quit. Running out and immediately fluting is fine, I guess, but oh, you want to go into desert? Okay, that's fine. Um, I'm a little bit leery about doing desert without a way to uh light torches, but I mean, could just be in here, so it's not like you have a million other things that you can do. It's basically this or Pod Eastern. And you kind of want that lamp or fire rod for Pod Eastern anyway, so. If you get stuck on the man trap, just spam the R button and try to move out of it. For some reason, that works. Not L, just R. That's your second item, so and you can't kill Landmo, so come back later. And yeah, now we're forced into Pod Eastern. You also have the front of Skull Woods and North Dark World to do. So I don't know if you're just saying, fuck it, I'm doing it. But yeah, Skull Woods and North Dark World are your best options if you're looking for a lamp or a fire rod to do these dark rooms. And you're gonna save more time overall learning how to do the dark rooms than you will like searching every single location for a lamp or a fire rod. You didn't need to kill those guys. Yeah. So okay, it just looks like you temporarily forgot the routing. I would blow open that wall. You're already there. You might as well. And then yeah, if you get small key into small key, you always check this first. And then Stalfos basement. I see you're taking a lot of menus. and either switching items and then taking another menu to switch back, or you're mismenuing and you're opening the menu again. Quick swap will help with the missed menus. Yeah, okay, Samara works. I usually just use a bomb there, but it's fine. And again, I would blow open the wall there. Yeah, if you don't know the dark room, you probably shouldn't dash in it, because that's a recipe to bonk. I'm guessing this is checking a dark room map. Yeah, dark room maps are a good resource to have. It's weird. Seems like you were on the chest. Maybe you're just facing the wrong way. Yeah, you're spending a lot of time in here. There you go. And like with practice, that dark room becomes pretty trivial. So this one's pretty hard. Yeah, just bombos everything. Okay, so the reason that you're keeping your sword out rather than slashing is because you can move with your sword out. You cannot move when you're slashing. So spamming the button does nothing. I would just medallion again here. Yeah. All right, let's see if we can make it to the boss. Honestly, I might clear Eastern here, actually, before going all the way to the boss and, like, figuring out, before going all the way downstairs and finding that you can't make it. Okay, so you do have Quick Swap on, and you need to be using it a lot more. We'll look at your total menu time at the end. And we'll see. And we'll see how much, because I think my menu time was like 30 seconds. And I use the start menu a lot more than most people do. Yeah. See, each time you open the menu, that's a full second that you don't get to do anything. Yeah, and you have a medallion, you have half magic, you need to use the medallion. Like you need to flip the turtles over first, but your medallion will hit the turtles. Yeah. Good call bailing there before things got too hairy. Yeah, like I said, I probably would have cleared Eastern looking for the lamp. We know it's somewhere and it's probably somewhere soon. Ideally, I would want a fire rod here, but you know, sometimes it's just lamp. Didn't need to kill him. Okay. So this room's kind of fun when you get it down. So there are 4 skeletons that spawn in this room. There's one there, one there, one there, and one here. But if you come up here and do that, then you only need to kill 2. So the way this works is that I'm stepping in a spot such that the skeletons that spawn north and south of me are spawning inside the top wall and inside of the pot down below me, respectively. So they will just not spawn because the game doesn't like that. So only 2 will spawn, and I know they're directly right and left of me. So that's where I throw my pot. Okay. Oops. Alright, that takes about 6-7 seconds. Now, if you have a bow, on the other hand, you can just do that, and it's done in 5. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm going to the top half of this little diamond on the floor. So you see there's a little diamond right here on the floor. You have to go to the top half of that, and then just shoot in cardinal directions. Left, down, right, and then go to the door. That's about 2 seconds faster than the pots. But you're not always going to have a bow in that room, so it's good to know both strats. Oh, and I guess I should show the visual cue that I use. So for this, I'm looking at this little skull in the floor. So this is where I throw my first pot, just right above that little skull on the floor. Oh, Gamba? Gamba? We love it. I wouldn't gamble this too often, but you know, you've already saved and quit out of, or you've already had to quit out a pod, so yeah. So if you could do this the whole time, why didn't you do it before? Here I am thinking that you didn't know the dark rooms and you're just putting off Eastern for no reason. If you have a clearable crystal, go clear it. Doesn't matter if it's in logic or not, just go do it. Do the stuff that you have to do first. Very nice. You set up a little higher than I usually do for that kill, but it seemed to work, so no notes. As long as you can do that consistently, then you're good. Alright, we're leaving Homa, which is fine, I guess. I would get a little more aggressive for it, but I you were just here. I don't understand. Oh, is this pyramid? Yeah. So running up from the 4 portal is actually slightly faster than this, but this is fine too. Yeah, pyramid catfish. Alright, so now you have mitts. Yeah, and good job sticking to your route, because if you abandon catfish now, it's dead forever. Because you're never coming back there. Yeah, that's good awareness there. So if you're holding something and you jump off of a ledge, it resets Link's walking speed to be normal rather than your in water walking speed or holding item walking speed. So you get to potentially farm a heart, and also you don't lose time moving through the water like that. Yeah, you are not low enough for that. Plus, so for splash delete, you just killed Armos Knights, so that actually messes with one of your variables. So what you can do. So, like I said, you're standing a bit high. I mean, you can just jump in the water here and get that pixel there, and then okay, I'm not 100% sure what went wrong there, but you get the picture. You know the movements to do it. Just yeah, stand a lot lower. Like stand right on the last pixel here, so that you can jump into the water quickly, and then so you've killed Armos Knights, which messes with your splash deletes. So what you need to do here is drown 2 bombs, and then on the second one, spam the button. There. My variables reset. So now I can... You can also do that by shooting 6 arrows. And then that's how you do that. Yeah, I don't like running out of here. You definitely want to save and quit. It's going to take you 15 seconds to walk out of here versus saving and quitting will take about that long. You have mitts now, so you could have just gone through the village portal and gotten to Graveyard Ledge that way. Oh, I mean, you also have a flute, so save and quit flute 2 is a lot better. You have 1,000,000 money right now, so you should be buying blue potions. So, if you need to dash into this thing anyway, why would you pick up these bushes? Just stand like 1 tile back and then just dash. Visible confusion? Yeah, you need to go into Skullwoods right now. I know you want the fire rod so you can single dip it, but you really did need to go in the skull. It's there. Stop doubting yourself, just go. So you passed up a mirror block delete before, which tells me you probably just don't know. Probably just don't know it. So this only works in caves, it doesn't work in dungeons, because it'll just send you back. So... Oh no, these blocks are in my way. But if I just spam the mirror button and walk through a block, it deletes it. And now, you don't have to go up the other staircase and then fall down, and then go up the staircase and fall down and do this. The optimal way to do that is to hookshot clip through the blocks. Actually, I should have made a save state, but... So optimally, you're going to use a combination of the hookshot and mirror, and this is some of the cool stuff you can do with quick swap. So, optimally, you're going to hookshot clip through here, change to the mirror while you're in the hookshot animation, and then mirror delete the block. You can also do this entire sequence with just the hookshot by hookshot clipping through this block, push this one up, and then make sure that your shadow is not overlapping any of these little teeth here, just to make sure you're far left enough, and then hookshot clip through that block. Okay. So, TR is a pendant, and the only check that I on hard locks is Trinix. You're not looking to kill Trinix right now. At least I hope you're not. So there's really no reason to get that ice rod there. If and when you need to go into Turtle Rock, that is when you should get the ice rod. Spike Cave, here we come. You are doing a good job of following density here. It's just unfortunate that there was nothing here. Okay, so you just blew a red potion there, and then you ended up using your magic anyway. Why are you running out of there? Just save and quit. But like I was saying, you're doing a good job of following density, but it's coming at the cost of leaving stuff behind. And again, you have 1,000,000 money. You probably should have just downed your green there and then replaced it with blues. Oh, we're going back for Hera Basement? I don't like this. You already skipped it. You've skipped it twice so far, so, like, just, it's dead forever. No? What is this then? Going for TR? Okay. I mean, you definitely should have scouted that after, maybe after Hookshot Cave, but definitely after Super Bunny Cave. So that whole sequence was probably like 5 minutes of yakety saxing around, and that's not great. Oh, you do know mirror block delete. Right. Well, one of the challenges in this game is not only like knowing the stuff, but being able to perform in a race setting. So, yeah, I got no advice for that. Just like as you play more seeds, you'll start remembering things more often. You'll also get faster at stuff like, I assume you're pulling up a darkroom map for Maya right now because you can get in. No. All right. Yeah. So you're leaving a bunch of these checks behind. Like you can beat Meyer right now if you can get through the dark room. Plus, there are 2 items in Meyer, and you need to dig it for a big key anyway. So you might as well just go do it. Yeah, and you still hate Skullwoods. Which again has 2 items inside. Okay, and then your greed play pays off, so go beat Skull. I would just abandon the Smith chain here. Yeah, there we go. I have no idea what path you're taking right now. This is not faster. Just just go out the top right here. And then go in this entrance. Going back through the portal is very, very slow. Yeah, see, this is where standing around can really... I assume you were manually tracking something, and on that screen, that can result in death. And a death there is really, really bad. Don't need that key. You want to be using your sword a lot more often here. Your sword your sword does double the damage that the fire rod does right now, so you definitely want to use either sword or hammer. If you have tempered sword, just use the sword. Fire rod should only really be used if you want to bounce moth off the spikes or something. And yeah, this is definitely the time to check that. I just flute straight to ice here though. Yeah, no reason to go back through the portal. You just lost like 10 seconds doing that. If you're concerned about the Mire Dark Room, which you obviously are, I just go to Ice Palace, because clearing Lammo gets you absolutely nothing here. Wrong one. Because you've already found 2 items in here, so you know it's not holding an item, and it's better for you to make this trip when you're going to Mire versus just doing it now where you get like no benefit. And that's something I see with a lot of newer runners, is that they're afraid of Ice Palace, and you should not be afraid of Ice Palace. Ice Palace is not as scary as you think it is. Nice bunk. Yeah, and I'm not sure why you sequenced it this way, because you know that there are items in Mire, and you also should know that there are no items in Desert Palace. So, had you... Yeah, flute doesn't work in the Dark World. Okay, you're opening Mire, but you're not going in. Alright, yeah, don't do that. If you're fluting away, just flute away. It doesn't matter when you open Mire. Optimally, you want to do it when you're going in. Alright, Smith Chain over Ice Palace. Again, stop being afraid of Ice Palace. You don't need to go through the portal there, you just go straight back in. In Rando, they patched it out so that you don't have to transition the screen to get the Smith item. Just go out of the house, go back in, get your item, and then you're fine. You have definitely done this. Oh, you got a shovel somewhere? Okay, cool. Yep, good call. Oh, you almost went the right way. You probably know what I'm going to tell you to do. Oh, okay, so you are going to Ice Palace. Alright, so why not just flute to 8? Oh, okay. We don't have the flippers. And it's a pendant. Okay. Yeah, disregard everything I ever said about Ice Palace. Alright, so it looks like you don't know where to go. And this is where you consult your map tracker. Yeah, see, if you had just gone in here when you opened it, then you could have skipped that whole Smith sequence. Yeah, you need to go get a key. In key sanity, you can go straight to left. In non-key sanity, you have to go up and get a key first. But yeah, definitely dive this before going up for Turtle Rock. Yep, wrong way. Okay. So while you're doing that, I'm going to show you how to route mill here. Actually, this part is just going to be the same no matter what. So, in non-key sanity, you go up here. If you're looking for something, come up here and do this bridge chest first. You do this chest. And then you run back and you do this. If all you're looking for is a big key, you want to do this spike room first, just in case the big key is here. And then you can just proceed out of the room. Okay, so after bridge and spike, you can now come over here because you're guaranteed to have a key now. Come in, hit the switch. Get this chest. And then now you make a decision on cutscene. You'll see people advocating for skipping it. Why are we going to Fishbone Room? Alright, you should never touch Fishbone Room. Alright, so you do this, you get cutscene chests. Get this. Make your warp. Come back out here. Get the lobby chest. And then there's a clip you can do here, door extension you can do. And then you come over here and you grab this chest. And now you're guaranteed to have the big key. So if the big key is in this chest, then you just jump off here and go get the big chest. If it's not in this chest, you want to get the big chest before you come over here. I don't know what you're looking for right now. Yeah. Okay. You're looking for cutscene chest, but don't remember how to get there? So it just seems like you're unfamiliar with this dungeon overall. Yeah. Pretty sure you got a big key somewhere. Yeah, you did. So go get the big chest. Yeah, you're spending a lot of time in this pause screen trying to figure out what other chests are in here, and the answer is big chest and boss. You notice I just routed the entire dungeon with a fast wall, but I just routed the entire dungeon, in the time that it took you to get a couple, like a couple chests and not even kill the boss. So it's like that. This is a familiarity issue. You just don't know where the things are in this dungeon. Okay, yeah, and you left compass chest. As you play more, this will not become an issue. But I would I would study some dungeon maps and make sure you know where all 8 chests in here are. Well, 7 chests on a boss, but curious though. Let's see how much time you spent in this dungeon. Okay. So you enter at 9614, and you're finally going to exit here at 112. So 112 minus 96. You spent 16 minutes in that dungeon and you didn't even kill the boss. That's a real long time. So yeah, I would study the map, study the Meyer map, get more familiar with the dungeon, watch through my run through of all of the chests again, and just open the prac hack and do what I just did. Do that like 10 times and you'll be fine. All right, TR time, which is the answer because I think you're last locating, but oh, you got Quake out of there. That's right. So I like third to last located Bombos, and then I found Quake, and yeah, that was real bad. Okay, the path that you're taking to TR here is slightly slower. It's like a second slower than going right side, but you don't have to deal with as many dead rocks this way, so I guess it's fine. Um, shoot, 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 hook shot. That's how you do that room. If you don't have a hook shot, you need to go over. You need to go the other way. But did you skip the compass chest? You must have gotten it, and I just missed it. Actually, this is bothering me. I think you skipped a chest. Okay. So this is after the mirror. Yeah. So right here, there's a chest down here that you skipped. Don't skip chests in TR. The key requirements are so steep that you usually won't be able to get away with that. The only chests that you can skip are lava chest and big chest, and even then, 3% of the time you get locked out by doing that. Oh no. No, go back in the tube you came from. Rip. Nice. Almost looked really cool there. So, go in the tube. Get your chest. Go back in the tube. It cuts that entire hub room thing that you just did out. And now I'm here. Okay, let's actually... Alright, I'm going to enter at the same time that you do, and we'll see which route is faster, because you should always time things yourself. Whoops. God damn it. I forgot you were on 2x speed. Oh well. But I mean, even at 2x speed, like you're only beating me there by like 20 seconds. So, all right, we'll just keep going. We'll do something like that later. I wouldn't skip Mimic Cave here. Yeah, it looks like you just... Yeah, see, Mimic Cave is super important, especially when you're looking for something in TR. Yeah, you can bonk that, actually. And spoiler alert, Mimic Cave has your lamp, and you should know that because it's the last non-lamp location in the game. Going back for compass chest, maybe? Yeah, I don't know if you're purposefully skipping these things or if it's just familiarity issues. Familiarity issues will sort themselves out as you play more seeds. Like repetition is the way to cure that. Yeah. If you're purposefully skipping these things, stop it. You're going to win more races by full clearing the game efficiently than you will by making a skip and saving like a minute or whatever. Yeah, it's the wrong cave. What are you doing? Just jump back down to your portal. Yeah, just jump back down to Spiral Cave and portal there. It'll put you on TR Bridge. So now you have to go do the whole front part of this again. You always pre-charge your sword there. Oh, you're using Fire Rod. Never mind. So you can actually, with Leopard, you can actually spin attack the Pokies and they'll die. Like you probably saw me do it in Poke 1 room, or probably not actually, because I messed that room up a couple times. But yeah, so there's your lamp. So now you can go through the dark maze. Oh no, 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 don't flute away! So, trying to think how I want to phrase this. You have to weigh risk into your decisions, and right now you're risking that you have to go all the way back through Turtle Rock again, which is several minutes. Versus that lamp is the only thing in Turtle Rock. And it's not like you're going back into Turtle Rock for one check either. You're doing Laser Bridge and probably killing Trinex. Actually, probably not because you're in Flipper's Go, but and yeah, your flippers are on Laser Bridge. Spoiler alert. So we can just and we'll see how long it takes you to get back there. Yeah, wow, like 20 minutes it took you to get back here. Yeah, I would definitely learn laser skips here so you don't have to, because you won't always have an invincibility item here. So what you do, so you see this little line in the floor right here? You need the top part of Link's shadow to be overlapping that line. Okay. And then you either dash turn. If you're good at quickly canceling, then you can use the boots here. But you won't always have the boots, so you do the same lineup. And then you just briefly let go of the direction you're holding. You just stutter step just a little bit. Walking skips tie boot skips to the game, so you don't have to worry about that. So if you only want to learn one laser skip, learn the walking skip. If you want to look cool, then you can learn both. And then if you really want to look cool, you can do the try-hard laser skip. Alright, well, none of those were correct, but we can keep going. Yep, there are your flippers. That's your cue to leave. And now we do swamp. Oh no! No, don't do it! I know I said don't be afraid of Ice Palace, but you're in go mode. You can skip it. That's definitely a good idea there of taking the death. And yeah, I don't know if you mismarked that or just like brain farted, but yeah, definitely make sure you check your tracker for crystals and pendants. Oh no! That's a tactical quick swap flute. Yeah, that's kind of the give and take of quick swap is sometimes you use an item that you don't mean to use. All right, so here you have the flippers, and Swamp Palace is one screen south of the portal. So just go south. Each one of these screen transitions takes 2.5 seconds. So that's 2.5, that's 5, that's 7.5 seconds that you burned getting to Swamp Palace. Well, you need to take a screen transition to get there anyway, so it's only 5 extra seconds. But, I mean, just an easy way to save 5 seconds. Just go straight south. It also serves to check if you have the flippers. So if you go to Swamp Palace flipperless, you don't need anything in here. You're in go mode. Um, wait, are you in go mode? Yeah, you're in go mode. So if you're going to Swamp Palace and you think you can clear it and you don't have the flippers, then that will serve as a reminder that you actually cannot do that. Let's see if you get it here. All right. Looks like you've seen this done before, but don't actually know how. Okay, there you go. Yeah, I practiced that a little more. Shouldn't be failing it that much. Pain, suffering. You're in go mode. Just go kill the boss. Okay, going the NMG way. This is fine. There's just a trick called Diver Down that is significantly faster. So, there's 2 ways to do Diver Down. One with the Cane of Samaria, which is the easier and faster one, but you won't always have Samaria. So I'll show you the bomb one as well. Okay, so Samaria is something I don't have right now. Okay, so for the Samaria Diver Down, line up on this rail, and then go cardinal left, face back to the right, and place your block. You need to have some of the block underneath this little square on the pipe, and some of it sticking out, like exactly like this. Okay, now, you'll jump in the water, and you want to press down right just until Link starts moving, and then switch to right. Using a menu as a pause buffer here, like menuing to hookshot here, is actually a really good way to get this consistent. So while you're in the air here, you buffer the down right. So all right, let me try to go through this a little slower. All right, so while I'm in the air here,
You see, now I'm pressing down right while the animation is happening. This is just so I get a clean diagonal and I don't accidentally press either down or right before I get a diagonal. Because some controllers are finicky. And then you wanna hold it just until Link's moving. Like that. And then this is where you start menu shot, and then while this menu is scrolling up, then you buffer a cardinal right to make sure that you're not getting any ghost diagonals. Alright. So then once you're on this pixel, slash your sword and hold up right. Yeah, there it goes. Alright. Once you're on the right pixel, slash your sword, hold up right until you clip into the pipe, and then you jump down. Alright, so line up on the rail, menu, cardinal right, up right, and then you can either let your spin go or pick up this pot to cancel the spin. You usually are going to want hearts when you're here anyway. Alright, so that's the Samaria clip. But what if you don't have Samaria? Well, there is still a way to do it with bombs. So what you do here is you position Link such that your shadow is 1 pixel above the black line in the floor. Like this. Okay? So you can see there's the black line on the bottom, then there's a row of brown pixels, and then Link's shadow starts. So that's how you line this up. Place the bomb to the left, do the same movement. I just did it unbuffered, but I highly recommend you do the buffered one. This. And then the bomb will clip you into the pipe, and you can jump down. Sometimes you have to tap left before it'll let you out of the pipe. So if you're clipped into the pipe, you're holding up and nothing is happening, try tapping to the left first. Alright, you are trying way too hard. You're making this fight a lot more complicated than it has to be. Okay. Argus. Hook, slash, hooks. Just alternate hooks and slashes until all the puffs are dead. And then you're correct in that you want to use the fire rod, but what you don't want to do is post up really high in the room like that. You want to be low, because as you can see here, so Argus's first move is always going to be down right. So just watch, down right. Save state, but Always down right, no matter where I'm standing in the room, that will be true. You will always go down right first. So if you're up at the top of this room, like you were, if you're up at the top, he's going to go down right, and that's a bit less of a predictable pattern. If you're down at the bottom here, then I know he's going to go down right, and he's going to bounce off of this wall. I can also now post up behind him and get some fire rod shots in. Okay? So we'll show you how that whole thing looks. Hook. 4 puffs. Go to the right. Hook the rest of them. Don't be too concerned about that phase. And then be at the bottom of the screen and make sure that you can trap them against the wall there. Okay. Now, if you really want to be a tryhard, you can hook dash at the beginning of this and make it about 6 seconds faster if you pull it off. But sometimes, if you mess it up and you get that spin cycle anyway, then you're not going any faster than you normally would. See, there we go. That's... Oh, okay, whatever. I got an empty cycle. But see, now I'm tying the easier strat and just making it harder on myself. So, unless you can reliably pull off the 0 cycle, I wouldn't do it. Just hook and slash. Yeah, that ladder is a real long trip. So definitely going to the right and going through Paradox Cave is a lot better. Oh, and it's net dash. Rip. Yeah, so if you net dash into either a tree or a bonk rock pile, you'll insta-catch the fairy, which is really good tech to know. So you're not chasing fairies around with your bug net forever. Alright. GT routing is largely just lap-based. So just do what you're comfortable with, which it looks like you're doing a Stalfos first strat, which I believe will work out in this, but I might be confusing it with the other thing. Oh, okay. There's a key here. You need it. Yeah, you don't need to adjust at all. Just go straight out of the door and hook to the left. No, it does not work out. Awesome. Alright. Stalfos first is fine. Oh, you're going Rando Rush. Okay. I respect it. So yeah. GT routing, you won't know what the fastest route was until you find the big key. And by that time it's a moot point. Like you can't plan your route against unknown information. And there's no like objective fastest route. There are fastest routes to different There are fastest routes to each and every chest. For example, if the big key is in Stalfos room, then it's fastest to just go to Stalfos room. If the big key is in Rando room, it's fastest to just skip Stalfos room and go to Rando room. Because of the unknown information, though, you have to check all of these things. and there's no there's no right answer for which route that you should always do in GT with the unknown information. People have their preferences, and that's fine. Just don't let anybody sell you on my route is best for GT. Do what you're comfortable with. Sometimes you'll get burned because you went left and your opponent went right and found the big key right away. Whatever. It happens. Alright. So there's a chest in here. You need it. And that's partially why you get the key under the pot up there. Because you need this chest here. Now here, you're going to use a blue potion. While you do need health, and you should always use your safeties, you have a fairy in a bottle. Okay? A fairy, you have 2 fairies in bottles actually. A fairy will give you 7 hearts, whereas a blue potion will give you up to 11.5 because you have 12 hearts right here. So a fairy is less valuable than a blue potion right now. So if you're concerned about low health, you really shouldn't be, because you have 2 fairies that can save you and give you 7 hearts when you die. You should save that blue potion for when you need more than 7 hearts. Yeah, you can't. You gotta do that in the previous room. Yep. Now you do that. Yep. There you go. There is a key right here. You need it. Seems to be some general unfamiliarity with GT as well. Oh, that's... No, don't mirror there. Oh, you didn't have a key. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's why you get the keys under the pots. Because now if your key is in rando room, then you're gonna have to run all the way back. Always do tower room last. Unless you're memeing, then you can do tower room if you want. Tower room takes, I think it's 54 seconds to get one chest, whereas those you can get through the next 2 rooms and start opening chests in the compass room in 54 seconds. So do you want to spend 54 seconds getting 1 check, or do you want to spend 54 seconds getting 4 checks? It's pretty easy. Oh, wrong door. Oh, that's bad. That's real bad. You gotta go get those pot keys now. Oh, that's funny. You picked up 1 out of the 2 pots in the room. And it was not the correct one. Alright. Spikes. Okay. So you seem to know about this, which is throw this upright. This seems to be where you're struggling, though. So while you're in the door, just hold it left. Throw it down left. And there you go. You just need Link to start moving down left. Like it's like probably just 1 pixel. And that's how you do that. And you need this key, dang it. There you go. Yeah, and like I said, unfamiliarity with dungeons will go away as you play more. So, never, ever, ever open this door. Never open this door. Ever. You need to save the key from this door to hedge against a possible small key being in the big chest. Because if there's a small key in the big chest, then you have to get the big chest in order to not be locked out upstairs. But if you never open the middle door, then that's never a concern. Yeah, and you're really suffering from your unfamiliarity with GT right now. Getting circled around. Ooh. Okay. So it looks like you tried to bonk there, and yeah, there you did the dash turn. If that ever happens again, it's faster to just bomb jump there. So oh no, I can't bonk. Well, what you can do is use the tip of your sword. Put the tip of your sword at the rightmost edge of those gray squares. Lay your bomb. And have it boost you across. That's faster than going and resetting the room. Plus, if you ever get into like entrance or something, or if you just have a really shit seed where you're in here without boots, then that's a good thing to know. Not sure what you're going to use that hook shot for. You definitely want to be using arrows here. Burno works, but it's very, very slow, and yeah, you just had to use a green potion to get it back. Yeah, I definitely want a mirror after that. Oh, catching fairies. That's fine. Definitely want a mirror now, though. Yeah, you can't go that way. Get the key! Get the key! Just please hit the key. No, dude. Killing me here. Hit the key. Just please. I don't know why you're going this way again. Honestly, you've already gotten everything here, so yeah, you're using that cape a lot. You need to use your health as a resource and your iframes a lot more. Yeah. See, you're lost because you opened the middle door, and you also need the small key under the pot. It just seems like you're unfamiliar with late game. Oh, okay. You could have accessed compass room this whole time. Yeah. So it seems like you're very unfamiliar with late game because you got lost in Mire, you got lost in TR, and now you're lost in GT. So I know. So this says it's your first completed race. I don't know if you've attempted races before and forfeit, but I would recommend always. You don't have to have your bottle selected here. I would always just finish it out. You're gonna learn more from finishing out seeds um, than you will by forfeiting a race just because someone finished before you. Once you get to the point where you can do every single dungeon and like you know all of the rooms and stuff, then you can start forfeiting races. Until then, you need to finish out those seeds because you need the experience. Yeah, this is hard to hit. There is a small magic in the right pot here. Yeah. Silvers, yay. Okay. So if there is a small key in the compass room, then that means that the big key has to be in there. That's a fun little thing. Also in the room after the warp that you were just in, um there's a key that you don't need right now because you've found enough chest keys, but all right. You have 3 fairies and bottles, my dude. So instead of all that stuff, hit the switch, walk across the spikes. You take 2 hearts of damage, and then you take 1 here. Boom, 12 seconds, room done. You have 3 fairies and bottles. You can afford to take a little bit of damage. All right. So, mimics. How do they work? Well, when I go down, they go up. When I go right, they go left. When I go left, they go right. When I go up, they go down. Okay? Mimics will continue moving if I slash my sword, but Link will stop moving. This is also true if you're pushing a statue or pulling a statue. You can also hold a wall and control the mimics that way. Okay? So now what do you do in this room? Well, just walk over to the wall, slash your sword down, boom, boom, slash again. That was bad. Slash, boom, boom, slash, boom, boom, and you're done. In and out, 7 seconds. Easy peasy. Now, even if you have to, even if you have to, say, tink your sword on this guy to put your sword away, you can still do this, and it'll work. That's a slow way to do it, but it's a lot easier. Alright. Strictly speaking, you don't have to go all the way to the wall, you just have to go to the black line to get that guy clear. But the wall is a much better indicator of where you and the mimic are at. And as you can see, the spike never bothers me, because I'm going fast. Mimics 2. Take one step down and slash your sword. Drag over, shoot, shoot, face up, shoot, shoot. Done. Easy game. Yeah, don't try to dash through this. Just equip your invincibility item, or you can just fall down the hole and then you can dash through. Yeah, definitely need this recovery room. Yeah, the only things in here are the bomb at the top, the full magic at the bottom, and the 2 fairies. Oh, do not use your Cane of Samaria in this room. You have silver arrows, which one-shot basically everything in the game. Even if you only have wood arrows, they do largely enough damage. Yeah, definitely don't use Samaria in this room either. You just kill that guy with the pot and then just chase down these other 2. It's like, you don't need to overcomplicate things. Kill the guys, and like Samaria doing fighter sword damage versus your sword doing tempered sword damage, that's a huge jump up. Pots also do tempered sword damage, and the skeletons don't run away from the pots. Yeah, I can tell you like the Cane of Samaria because you're using it a lot. But yeah, the cane just doesn't do enough damage, and it lags your game. Actually, it might not, because this is fast ROM, but on the regular ROM, it would lag the hell out of your game. Yeah, and again, like, tempered sword spins and fire rod shots do gold sword damage, so this Samaria block is doing nothing for you. It's getting in your way. Your timing's off. There you go. Yep. Sometimes you need that little reminder of where the walkway is. You were already on. You were already on ether. I would have just ethered these guys. You are a bit low on magic, but you're about to get a refill. You don't actually need to be scared of these guys. Um, so dash to the end, and then you don't ever need to be scared of these guys. They fire way too slowly to be able to hurt you. The only way that they will ever hurt you is if you let them. Don't get this heart, it's cursed. But also, you can just do that. Yeah, you can't collect these twice. Torture 2. Hold down right. Dash. Fire. Let's actually just go from the beginning here. You needed the Elma key. Oh, you have a key, never mind. Alright, torches 2. Hold down right. Light, 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 light. Done. And then this guy has a key that you didn't end up needing, but it's fine. You don't need to be afraid of those wizrobes. You can make it out of the room before they even spawn. Yeah, I would just be on hookshot for this whole room. I don't know what you were looking for in that chest, but there's nothing in there that will help you. Okay, be very, very careful about taking the cape through screen transitions because you can get cape glitched. Which is somewhat of a I hesitate to call it it's a soft block if you're out of magic, but it basically locks you out of controls and you can really get into trouble with that. This is just general unfamiliarity with Agatu. Yeah, this fight is just absolute garbage. Alright, are we gonna remember that our stun drop is a full magic? No, we're just gonna go get potions. Fair enough. If you were getting potions though, just don't even bother with the fairy. Just go to the top of the stairs on the pyramid, mirror flute over here, and then just run back. Okay, and again, there are unlimited blue potions here, and you also have unlimited money. That money is going to do you no good after the Ganon fight. Spend your money, and then I would go back into the Dark World and then save and quit. Just fill all your bottles with blue goo, and then save and quit. Oh, that won't put you on the pyramid though. I would probably just save and quit anyway, and then just run back to the pyramid. And then if you die in the Ganon fight after using all of your potions, you can just hard reset your game and you don't need to go get more. That sure was a menu path. And then again, you have butter and silvers, so this is the easiest Ganon fight ever. Like this is the easiest possible Ganon fight, and you're still suffering from unfamiliarity with it. So yeah, and you're spamming arrows trying to get a double in an impossible spot. All right, big GG. So my recommendation is to definitely become more familiar with the game, especially with the late game dungeons. We didn't go into Ice Palace, but I have a feeling that you probably would have gotten lost in there too. So that's very windy and very circuitous. So familiarize yourself with the late game. Always finish out your seeds. I'm not going to nitpick on dash lines or whatnot, but they're for that stuff. Just keep watching people, keep seeing what they do in different rooms, and then you test them out yourself in the prac and you see what's faster. Because there are several ways to do every room, and something like oops, that one. Something like this room, like you'll see people do something like this. You'll see people do this. Or you'll see me just do this. And this is the fastest strat for me, but it may not be for you. So do the fastest strat and do the one that you're most consistent at. Consistency is the key word there, because if you're going fast, if you're doing fast strats but you're failing them 50% of the time, you're going to lose time overall. Cuz you lose more time by failing strats than you gain by pulling them off. Largely. And the strats that's not true of are the ones that you should learn immediately. All right, so yeah, familiarize yourself with the game more just by playing. You don't need to sit and grind in the prac ag. You can play rando, but you need to play it, and you need to play it to the end. I might recommend not even racing for a little bit, because when you see that done come in, like it could just be like, what's the point of finishing, So play more, especially play late game dungeons. Study your maps. Not only because you just overall don't know where you're going, you need to study the maps for dark rooms as well. Um, and yeah, just have fun with it.